I was a preacher, I was a pastor, and that's what I started off, and that was the worst thing that I did, was to be a pastor.
Why is that?
It's because that was not what I was called to. And sadly, there are so many pastors who are not meant to be pastors. And but in our Christian walk, we think that these are the few options that are there in life, but we have failed to explore what is God telling us and what area is God calling us to as such. And that is very important, to know our calling. Sometimes we base our calling based on how the message was and which ministry was more appealing and touching. And based on that, we make our decisions and choices, which are completely emotional. And our emotions are not stable. They keep wavering from one to the other. But knowing the call of God really stays firm. And nobody taught me those things as such when I grew up. Because it was all about you became a Christian, now you want to be a minister, so next thing is to become a pastor. So when I became a pastor, it was very tough. I was 19 when I became a pastor. And it was tough being in this particular church where no jeans was allowed, no t-shirts, and you can't be humorous, you have to be this serious person. So, but in the process, when I joined Youth with a Mission, is when I really was able to discover the call that God had for me, and that was music evangelism. So I was able to use my instrumental music as a tool to go and share the good news of Jesus Christ. And today I am very content and thankful to God for able to find the purpose. See, many times people think just doing ministry is very purposeful, but not necessarily. If you're doing the wrong thing, then like if you're not called for children's ministry and then you end up doing children's ministry, you can't put your whole heart, soul and mind into it. But if you know your calling, then you will passionately serve till the very end. So today I tell a lot of people is to find what is their purpose, what is their call in life. When God has called you to be a corporate personality and share the gospel, no point of becoming a pastor. If God has called you to be a pastor and you want to serve in the corporate, you will fail there too. So we need to know our purpose and our calling, and based on that, it helps us to move forward. And that's what happened for me, is I was able to find the calling that God had for my life was to do music evangelism. And that has brought so much of joy and fulfillment in me.